Robbie L, 13 minutes in, Jota showed us all about Jota today.
Yeah, drifts in from that wide position, hits the shot early. Keeper does well, Schmeichel just to repel the ball away. And then the goal comes courtesy of an own goal from the corner kick. It's Johnny Evans. Gets his coordination wrong as he's going back towards his own goal and somehow heads it past his own goalkeeper. Schmeichel has no chance. Liverpool go 1-0 up. And the best chance for Leicester came through Harvey Barnes on this left-hand side. Wasn't able to influence the game too much. Plays the ball to Vardy and gets a reverse pass and then doesn't hit the target. And he should at least be working the goalkeeper.
The Jota numbers are amazing, Tim. This is his 7th goal in 6 games in all competitions.
Yeah, Robertson here picks out just an absolutely superb cross, inch perfect. Jota still had work to do. Albright in here, he's the extra defender. There's no need to go running out and diving in. Just keep Robertson in front of you, and if you give him time and space, that's the ball he'll deliver. And this is a perfect header. Just a glance, enough to put it past Schmeichel.
So they went into the break with a 2-0 lead. Afterwards, on 57, an exciting little sequence in the box.
Yeah, and there was a couple of these. Jota ends up getting on the ball here. Just shifts it out of his feet. Produces a good save at the near post by Schmeichel. Back across. Again, saved by Schmeichel. Firmino off the post. It bounces around a bit and stays out. You can see here, a lot of red shirts in the forward area. Jota's just having his way. Unlucky or cursed or something, Firmino just doesn't go in for him at home. 2 goals in 46 home games, and again, you might think you're seeing things. This is a very similar type action. Good turn by Bobby Firmino. Hits the post, comes back, ricochets. Good save by Schmeichel. Hits the post again, and he just can't react quick enough. Ball's nearly over the line, but stays out. As you see, a good save there, once again by Schmeichel.
But he kept going, and he finally got his goal, Bobby Firmino.
Finally, and he was well worth it. Ball gets swung in by Milner. Firmino rises the highest. You can see here, loses his defender. Really good, powerful header down into the ground. You can see what it means to his teammates as well. They know he's had a bit of a goal drought at home.
Indeed, every single one of them coming to congratulate Bobby Firmino, and he got an extra big hug, didn't he, from Jurgen Klopp at the end, and that's quite some record. They've beaten their own record set in the late 70s, early 80s. It now stands their unbeaten home top flight streak at 64. April 2017, when you have to go back to the last time they were beaten at home by Crystal Palace. Let's hear from James Milner. For at home on Tuesday night, back to Graham and Arlo. Not a lot wrong with this Liverpool team after all.
Absolutely, Rebecca. And Graham, going into the game, there were a lot of Liverpool fans, both that I know or have read on social media, were very nervous about this game with the amount of injuries and the away form that Leicester had put together, winning at Manchester City, Arsenal and Leeds. How impressed were you with that Liverpool performance?
Very impressed. I think it goes to show the depth of the squad. Anybody that comes in or even trains regularly with the first team, that they know what standard they have to perform at in order to get into this team. And although there's plenty of opportunity now that there are injuries, there's not a single player in the club, I don't think, that takes it for granted that they can just bowl up and play. And those people that have come in, I think, have done an exceptional job, and it's a lovely problem for the manager to have.
Milner being one of them.
Absolutely. Well, to go and, you know, he'll always say, he said there in his interview that he's happy to contribute to the team. And, you know, people like him could potentially be sat there going, well, I expect to play every week because I'm James Milner. You couldn't be further from the truth with him, and he slotted in at right back, was exceptional in the first 20-25 minutes. And then what you do, you create the culture, the environment, the identity of the team, and players come in, whether they're a young player, Curtis Jones, a new player, Diogo Jota, come in and look like they've been here for a long, long time already.
Well, if the commentator's curse is something where you mention how good a player is and then he messes up, we got Roberto Firmino his goal. It was the inverse.
He's claiming an assist.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it was a good header, wasn't it?
It was.
And he needed that.
Yeah, he did. You could see, by the way, the celebrations afterwards, the amount of players around him. You're always pleased for a striker that gives so much, but he's always going to be judged at some point on the goals they score. And the lovely thing about that chance was the ones that he had before that he couldn't almost buy a goal. And it was a delightful ball in and a well-timed header, so very pleased for him.
Well, very disappointing from Leicester City tonight, Rebecca, who arrived on the back of 6 victories in all competitions, but Liverpool joint top with Tottenham Hotspur, and it's Spurs-Chelsea for us next weekend. We'll talk to you then.
I look forward to it. Arlo, Graham, thank you very much. So that environment that Graham was talking about there, that whether you're a new player or a young player, Curtis Jones or a Diogo Jota, you come into and it's been established. Give us an insight into sort of the pillars of that environment that Jurgen Klopp has created that allows them to put on a performance like this despite that list of injuries.
That James Milner is around the football club, that Jordan Henderson is around the football club, even if injured, that Virgil van Dijk is around the football club, that it's a little thing sometimes, Becca. It'll be the standard of training, and if you're not up to it, it won't be the manager, it'll be your teammates who tell you. It's about times when you don't come in on time and you're 5 minutes late for training. You think, it's only 5 minutes. Well, no, it's not only 5 minutes. We're all in here, we go out at 10 o'clock, you get out at 10 o'clock. It's your eating habits, it's looking after yourself, it's doing all the things around your football club. And what just stood out to me today was, Mikel Arteta's trying to build this at Arsenal Football Club. That's what he's trying to build. Jurgen Klopp in 5 years has got it spot on. And that's why I wasn't so worried about this game, because what Jurgen Klopp's done with this team has said, when there's adversity, when things are against us, we go back to who we are and what we do, regardless of names, regardless of anything else. And today, I thought they gave Leicester an absolute clinic in football.
I think it's fairly clear that even if Liverpool do win the league, it won't be the procession that it was last season. How concerned do you think Jurgen Klopp is by the rest of the pack?
He'll be more concerned about the rest of the pack this year than he was last year because they were far and away the best team. But a huge credit has to go to him in the way he trains his team and the culture that he sets. I've been around managers who have their first 11, and if there's any wobble there, if there's any injury, you can see the panic on their face. I guarantee he trains his team the same way, whether it's the 23rd guy on the squad or his top player. And that way he gives players confidence. Fabinho slotting in there. I doubted that Fabinho could do the job today, but I guarantee in that dressing room, he's saying, go out there, mark Vardy out of the game, do your job, and we'll run away winners. And they did that.
If they win this title this time around, Rebecca, I dare say it'll be a better title than the first one. Because it's going to be with adversity, it's going to be without Virgil van Dijk. It's today, days when everybody's missing and they got the job done. Against a Leicester team that got outplayed, there's a quality gap, and probably felt, maybe, whether they came into the game too confident, I don't know, but we're never really at the races.
Yeah, Brendan Rodgers with that third defeat against Liverpool at the hands of his old club since he was fired back in 2015. Next up, we've got Goal Zone with all the action from earlier on as Dominic Calvert-Lewin struck twice in Everton's win over Fulham to become the first player to 10 goals. The Blades remain bottom at